a new idea. And if you've got something new to look forward to every season, that's really what makes gardening fascinating.
A guide to decorating your extra room in Gardens by Design, Friday at 8:30 on 2. Over on BBC One in several minutes, Dana Andrews stars in the classic thriller Night of the Demon. An American psychologist is sceptical of the power of the occult until his own life is threatened. Viewers in Scotland can see that at 1 o'clock. Our classic thriller on 2 is Hitchcock's 39 Steps in just over 3 minutes. First, let's catch up with the weather with Bernard Davey.
Hello, you may find the mystery of the 39 steps easier to unravel than the mystery or the mysteries of the weather. For the last few months, we've been telling people that 1990 was going to turn out to be the warmest year since 1659. Well, so fickle is the weather, it didn't actually make it. It did turn out to be the second warmest year since 1659. 1989 turns out to be the warmest year. That was because the temperatures dropped during December. They weren't all that bad. They were slightly above in some parts of the east and the north, and in the west and southwest slightly below. But they did drop low enough to make that record just a bit of a miss. The rainfall, well, for much of England and Wales, it's still below normal, some 12% below normal. It's been fairly wet over much of Scotland and Northern Ireland. But the rainfall for last month tended to be rather patchy. Northern Ireland was dry, some southern parts and East Anglia was also on the dry side, but for the bulk of the country, they had around average rainfall. Now, it looks as though we may make up that shortfall in some places over the next week because it's going to turn out to be a rather unsettled week. Here we have that area of low pressure to the south of Iceland, lots of isobars on the chart and lots of fronts coming through as well. Turning out to be rather windy, perhaps even stormy in some parts of Northern Ireland and Scotland during Thursday and Friday. And then we've got further areas of low pressure rushing across the British Isles, keeping that unsettled weather going right up to and including the weekend. And the satellite picture is quite interesting. We've got this area of low pressure with lots of cloud up to the north over Iceland, lots of showers packing in behind. And then we've got this band of cloud. It's a cold front, but you can see little bumps on it every so often, little disturbances. We call these waves. And every so often, they move along the southern half of the country, bringing further bursts of rain. Now, we can take a look at it close up. This is the first wave that came across southern parts of Britain today, giving some heavy rain. It moved away very quickly. And then we had another one, not quite so significant as the first one, but nonetheless, it brought further heavy bursts of rain across the southern half of the country. Now, let's come back to this evening's weather chart just to get our bearings again. A very unsettled scene. So the winds, well, they'll be rather strong through much of the country through tonight and tomorrow. Gale force at times, especially on western hills and coasts. And then later tomorrow, those winds pick up again, especially over Northern Ireland and western Scotland. And for a time, it may turn out to be rather stormy. The detail then for tonight, the rain clearing away from many central and eastern areas, but there's always likely to be showers running through the English Channel. There'll be showers in many western hills and coasts, and especially over Northern Ireland and Scotland and Northern England, some of the showers turning out to be of sleet and snow. And temperatures in Northern Ireland, Northern England and Scotland could well fall to freezing, so there's likely to be quite a few icy stretches around as well, and a fairly windy night too. Tomorrow then, once again we could have a fairly cloudy scene in some of these southern counties with some rain around, but that should push away quite smartly. At least it'll be gone by the afternoon, and to the whole of the country a mixture of sunshine and showers. Some central and eastern areas probably doing quite well, missing most of the showers, but in the west and the north and the northwest the showers turning out to be quite heavy, a mixture of hail, sleet, snow, some thunder as well, and those winds picking up to severe gale in the northwest later. The temperatures tomorrow certainly lower in the south, around about 13 or 14 in places, whereas tomorrow they'll be down at 10, but it's going to feel cold over the whole of the country in those strong to gale force winds. On Friday, a showery day with stormy wet weather getting into northwestern Scotland, that rain rushing across the whole of the country on Saturday so quick that by the afternoon we'll be back into the brightness and the showers. That's it from me. Good night to you.
And so on BBC2 to another film in our season of classic Hitchcock thrillers. Tonight's adventure was the first of several adaptations of John Buchan's novel about Richard Hannay, The 39 Steps.